Politickz as usual.
You know how we do. Welcome to Politics as usual. Hip hop dinner and debate show discussing all things hip hop and culture related. Let's get into the episode. Who's Dusty? You man, academics, man. Well, first of all, let me set the tone real quick. So, academics, if you're not familiar, is he's not a DJ, so I don't even know why he has that in front of his name, but he is a hip hop journalist, I guess you can call him that. Blogger. He made a comment about old school rappers, basically insinuating that old school rappers are dusty, they out of tune with the new generation. They need help as far as, financial, so that spawned this whole argument online. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was people coming at academics like LL Cool J, Russell Simmons, a lot of people. No, I was just trying to think of a name, but a lot of people had a lot to say about the comments he made, and it's still going on. So I kind of wanted to start off the episode kind of touching bases on that. First and foremost, what we think about that comment, like is it disrespectful? Is the old school generation disconnected from the new school? Like, is that what he was trying to insinuate when he said that? Or do you feel like he was just kind of like, blatantly being disrespectful? I didn't get anything out of it.
It was definitely disrespectful.
Okay.
It was definitely disrespectful. And I feel like this generation here, to me, is like the first generation that really don't care nothing about the generation before. Like, if you even listen to the rappers, like I seen like Lil Durk name like his top 5 rappers. It was all like top 5 rappers ever.
Right.
It was all his age. The oldest person on this list was Meek Mill. Like, when I was coming up, I learned about Rakim and Big Daddy Kane from the rappers I liked. I like Jay-Z. He always gave it up to Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
Nas always gave it up to Rakim.
Right.
These dudes like listen to their peers, and that's why I feel like the music sound like it does.
Yeah.
They don't really like it's like y'all didn't listen to Jay-Z. Like, they call Jay-Z old, but they at the age where I feel like Jay-Z should have kind of raised them. That's the generation before them.
Or at least Wayne.
At least Wayne. I see some of them do give it up to Wayne.
Yeah.
But Wayne came out around Jay-Z time.
A little after, but I see what you're saying though. Let me pose this question. Trey, I'm gonna ask you this question. Do you feel like there should be more OGs stepping up with the younger crowd, the modern generation of rappers? Do you feel like it's not enough OGs kind of like, putting their arms around the Lil Durks of the world, or, Kodak Blacks, whoever the case may be, and that's why they feel like, they got like a chip on their shoulder, like, yo, we the shit, because, the older generation don't really embrace them.
Do I feel like it should be more? Nah, I think it's enough. I think the guys that do that well are doing it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at guys like Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes. Those couple of guys that embrace the youth, man. They don't have that. Yeah. They don't have that mentality that some of these guys do, where they shitting on the younger generation and their music. So I feel like it's enough. It's enough out there. As far as the amount of OG rappers, I just think like my boy C said, man. I think the new generation, they just hella disrespectful, and of course when you come out and you say the things that you say, like Lil Uzi Vert said back in the day about some of the older artists or whatever. Like, I mean, some of these older artists from the streets, they gonna turn their nose up at the idea of working with you if you coming out the gate on that disrespectful type of time. To DJ Academics' point, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know if it was a point, but that's all he listened to. That's all he talk about is those newer artists. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's like the voice for those artists. So when he say people like LL Cool J, Dusty, or whatever the case may be, is because he's from that
cloth.
Yeah, he's from that new generation cloth, and some of them feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately.
One thing. This generation really put a lot of value in money. Like, they don't want to hear what you got
just
to say.
material things in general.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't even want to hear you. Like, most of them be like, you ain't got no money, fucking you tell me. You know what I mean?
Right,
but they don't understand, like, experience is the best teacher. Like, I know y'all done probably told yourselves before, damn, if I could go back in time and do it, you would have did it right. So if I'm schooling a younger person, just because I might not be the richest, if I was in your shoes, I might be rich because I know what to do now. And I'm giving you the game now what to do. A lot of these young dudes is just like, if you ain't got no money, don't talk to me. They put a lot of value in money. Like LL Cool J broke it down to him. Like a lot of us rappers, how you expect us to have money? LL side because he got money. But how you expect them to have money? We just started this. We started it. Yeah. You know what I mean? We didn't know about managers. We didn't even know it would go this far.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to
this is like 30 years, 50 years later. We didn't know it would be still here. We didn't know about managers. We didn't know how much we were supposed to get for doing the things we was doing. Right. Y'all should appreciate us.
They made it easier for this current generation. You know what I'm saying? And just to piggyback off your point, like, you know, just because you have a lot of money, it makes you successful. Okay, that's, you know, that might be a fair statement, but that don't make you a hot rapper. That don't make you the best rapper because you got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, also another point that Academics brung up when he was saying that a lot of the current rappers or, you know, don't have what you think they may have. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
So, you know, it's a lot of flossing going on. It's a lot of I got this, I got that.
I've been since the beginning of time.
That's true. But he also made the statement, it was like, yo, that ain't the case either. But Phil, let me ask you. So with the elder statesmen and, you know, the forefathers and the guys that laid the blueprint down, you know, all those guys didn't get to reap the benefits of what hip hop, the culture is now. You know, it's a lot of them that you know, I've quote unquote forgotten about. You know, they're not mentioned in the high regard as like a LL Cool J or Rakim or Big Daddy Kane. So do you feel like it should be like a what you call it, like a hip hop should take care of its own, you know what I'm saying? Like a union type thing for the older guys that lay down the groundwork, but they kind of got overlooked, you know what I'm saying? Or they don't get mentioned. You feel like they should be taken care of because, you know, hip hop is a $1 billion business, man.
Yeah,
so
it is.
like,
it's kind of dog to a certain extent. At least it was kind of the Wild Wild West back in the 80s,
yeah,
the 90s, as far as deals go, as far as being taken care of. As far as what Academics said, I kind of got a different perspective. I think he was really talking to one person. And the way Academics go, he goes on rants and he's like, hey, all y'all niggas is dusty. He's really talking to one person. He wasn't really talking. He didn't really.
Who was he talking to?
He didn't really go into detail.
I know who he's talking to.
You know what I'm talking about?
I put MC Shan.
Okay.
Cause that's the person who always talk about young people. I watched him on the Breakfast Club.
I watched him on the Breakfast Club too.
He said the person I was talking about asked the comment back.
Yeah.
And he said this person always talking about young people. MC Shan comment back. He was always talking about young people, and he do look dusty.
Yeah, so I mean, like a lot of times that goes with it as far as
respectfully. Though.
I mean, respect, like y'all say, respectfully. Like a lot of times you look at some older statesmen in hip hop. Some of the ones do look like. Well, I'll put it like this: a lot of, to Trey's point, people look at your status as far as how you look. It's not necessarily the message; it's the messenger.
Right.
So the messenger is coming at me. Yeah, you have all the knowledge in the world, but you look like a bum. So you want me to take advantage of you, and I'm already looking like I'm ahead of you.
Because they don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying?
They might be fucked up. Let me give you a scenario. If a crackhead, right, came to me and told me don't do crack, I probably listen more to a crackhead telling me not to do it than a person who never seen crack before.
See, you're a wise man though, so you look at stuff differently. The average person,
like a nigga who did crack and tell me, man, I used to suck dick to get this. You don't want to do this. You know what I mean?
I get that, but
a person who never seen crack just gonna be like, yeah, don't do it. I heard about this, that, and third. Yeah. But a person who did crack go and let me know.
Right.
It's crazy. We're talking about DJ Academics, and it's funny how sucking dick and DJ Academics go hand in hand.
Yeah, but I mean, but as far as like a lot of times you look at it like. Sometimes the messenger is just as important. The message. So, say for example, if LL comes in and drops knowledge, I think the younger cats would kind of look at LL as the blueprint. I think one time the question you asked Tracy, the older heads look out for the younger heads. A lot of them do. like I said, Kodak Black and Master P, they had an interaction.
They got a relationship.
It didn't really.
They used to. They used to.
It really didn't go end well.
It didn't end well.
It didn't end well at all.
It was over money though.
Yeah.
To his point.
Yeah.
So I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
So,
like I think P wanted to give him guidance and wanted to kind of like give him like a consultant's fee. And, like I think Kodak was like, bro, like you supposed to be looking out for me. Why you want to charge?
Why this cap?
So a lot of it's a disconnect a lot of times with the older cats and newer cats.
Right.
Why this cap? Like J. Cole be putting his arm around a lot of the younger.
Oh, for sure.
Me too. He do. He's not used to. He still do. But see, I said Jay-Z's more, but he not. Like Cole, I'm starting to realize that Cole's an old head to them now.
Yeah.
Cole, Meek Mill, like those are old heads to them now. You know what I'm saying? And some of them do take the time to put their arm around them and be like, yeah, like
Most definitely.
Cole. He went and talked to Kodak when Kodak was kind of wild and he going on like T.I.'s wife. I'm not T.I.'s wife.
21 too. 21 too.
yeah.
21 Savage.
Nipsey wife. You know what I mean?
And it's different ways to show support too. You know what I'm saying? You might have those artists like a Cole, like you said, they'll put their arm around them and give them game. And then you might have somebody like a Kendrick who throw the live for and have Kodak all over their last album. You know what I'm saying? So it's different ways to go about it. When y'all was talking, it made me think about a famous Kanye line when he was like, I heard him say it plenty of times. I don't take advice from people less successful than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, fuck that, man.
And
That's
it's-
Kanye.
No, I mean, facts. But I mean, the thing is, like, certain people have that.
He may be
certain
onto
people,
something,
certain people
but
look at it
it's
like
kinda
That's a very common way people look at stuff, but
Right.
I've always been against that just because you could be unsuccessful, but you probably know why you unsuccessful.
Right.
And you can tell me why you unsuccessful. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can give me game.
You can get game
I
from both
always,
sides.
I always felt like experience is the best teacher. You know what I
Right,
mean? Once a
right.
person then lived life and went through, like I got a little brother that's 10 years younger than me. He think I'm a psychic because I tell him everything that's about to happen to him. It's just because I've been here longer than you. You know
Yeah,
what
I get that.
That's
but,
it.
But see, to your point though, you're in the minority with that though.
Yeah, for
most
sure.
people.
That's why I
think,
said
hey,
it's
look,
a common way. How you said it,
Yeah.
that's a common way.
Most people look at it, hey, look, like I said, like, I mean, I don't want to switch subjects too far, go too far off, but like a lot of times growing up, you look at the kid guy with the money showing up, you more likely to, not gonna say more likely, but oftentimes kids look at the kid guy with the money, nice car,
Yeah, when I was a
women,
kid, I thought
etc.
like that, yeah.
Like that versus, you know what I mean, the guy driving the Harley.
As I got older,
You
not
right.
only did I know it was wrong, I looked at it like I was thinking about this the other day that you brought. That's funny you brought it up. Like somebody that was maybe selling drugs, getting it how he was getting it. You got like 5 years in that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Live
after
fast-
that, the
live
rest of your
fast,
life
die
in
young.
jail.
Right.
Is do it equal out?
Yeah.
5 years of doing your thing, and then you get hit with a football number. You got to do 55 years in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You in
Yeah,
there.
is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Is it
You
worth
know what I
it?
mean?
Exactly.
But that comes with experience.
Yeah.
Like I said, that comes with living. So somebody with a little age can come back and tell you, like, look, this going to happen to you if you stay down this path. So we can't be calling it the elders old and dusty and shit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially,
Yeah,
he
that's
just
what-
saying
that's what
what
I'm
he
getting
said
to.
was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, horrible.
We
You know.
done with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just leave off on this note, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to put too much energy on academics, but I mean, you know, you can't put an old head on young shoulders. So, like, for all the young rappers out here who feel like they don't need no type of guidance or don't need to respect the guys that came before them, y'all going to be the old heads one day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Y'all going to be the old heads, and I'm curious to see how y'all going to do things when that time comes.
And all these people y'all calling old actually run the game. All these records
Right,
executives
it's still
and stuff you
power. They
gotta-
still got knowledge. They still making big time moves. You know what I'm saying? So it's still something to be learned from them.
So you should talk nice.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
at the end of the day, think of this shit as a big fraternity. Try to pledge a fraternity and think you're gonna get far in that motherfucker without
Respect.
respecting
Right.
respecting the guys that's already been pledged before you. Go ahead and try that shit and see how far you get.
Facts.
Exactly.
For real.
So, I guess we done with that. But piggyback on that, since we talking about old heads, the business and all that, do you think in today's time? Let me ask y'all this: in today's time, the way the industry is right now, do you believe somebody could be blackballed in this industry? Like take like DaBaby. They're
Yes.
saying he's blackballed.
Yes, I believe it's possible. I can't speak 100%. I know where the baby's going with it based off his recent album sales and everything. And granted, you know, Baby came out maybe 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago, something like that. And you know you know, when he came out and he had that, what was that single?
Should.
The big Suge single. You know what I'm saying? It took off for him and he was hot. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes every artist go through a period where they kind of have like a slope. You know, this might be that time for him. You know what I'm saying?
So
I don't
you
think
think
it's fair.
blackballed?
I don't think it's fair to say that because of his recent album sales that it's all that he's being blackballed. Because to me, from what I'm seeing, he's still selling out shows.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
No, he not. They had to cancel a show because he couldn't sell no tickets. Just not too long.
Well, what city was that? Because I mean, that's just one. That's just.
It was a whole tour.
I just seen the tour is still going on.
I know it was like New Orleans or somewhere down south that he won't move no units down that way. He won't move the tickets. They canceled it. Right?
Okay, but
And he from the South.
But is the tour canceled though?
I thought the tour was canceled.
I just seen it where
Correction, he from Charlotte.
That's the South.
But hold on, you said the show was canceled down in like the Gulf part of South,
He
right?
said, I thought the whole thing
Like
was
New Orleans,
canceled.
Texas.
New Orleans,
All right, so I credit that to the shit that he said about Megan. Motherfuckers probably ain't fucking with him down there because that's their, you know what I'm saying?
What he
That's
said
their.
about Megan?
He said he fucked her.
That was
On the
happening
track.
before he said that though. That got canceled before he said that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
he
Oh,
been-
I don't know. I
It's-
don't follow.
and to keep it a buck,
Bro,
baby. I mean,
that's cute, but he been kind of cool for last. People I know when I go on Facebook, Instagram, he come out with something. People don't really be.
I'm not a fan.
I mean, people. I'm not gonna say
not-
about
I'm-
him.
I'm-
I like some of the stuff he.
I like
respect
he
it,
cool.
but
He
it's
cool.
not- it's-
I'm not a
I don't
fan of the
fuck
new
But I'm
shit.
seeing the
'cause it sound like
overall
the
wave is kind of like, hey, his stuff started to sound the same. Stuff started to sound the
Exactly.
same. Stuff started to
Right.
sound the
And
same.
like-
It's been like that. To
It's
me.
been like
That's
that.
why he ain't. That's why the album ain't selling.
I think-
Because shit
That's
sound
what I
like
think.
yeah.
I think that's part of it. Other part of it is he's always in the news for something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
What's the shit he said? He made a comment at the festival.
If you HIV positive,
Yeah, some of
or
Yeah,
something. If you
like
H- if
that
you
shit like
negative-
that hurt
Yeah.
him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I feel like his audience, the stuff he be in the news for, his audience, it would help him. Like he's in the news for shooting people. He in the news for bashing gays. Like I feel like his core fans.
I think
Would-
I think
would like
I don't
that.
I don't think that's his core audience though.
Yeah,
ain't
at
the
that
core?
festival, that wasn't his core.
I don't.
Not a festival
Nah.
wasn't killed.
But
I'm
he
talking
said it
about
at the
as far as-
But I'm
festival.
saying his audience. Period.
I don't think so.
I think his audience. Period.
What you saying? Are you saying he got like a real hood demo?
I would think so.
I don't. I don't.
Nah.
think so.
I don't know, cause that's not how he. I see what you're saying, but he don't really market himself like that. To me,
To me, his
know what I'm
market is
saying?
more like a Ludacris almost.
yeah, he's more quirky. Like he got. I mean, you could tell he got a hood background and shit. I'm not describing. I don't know. What he did
I
on the
don't know
streets or
about
whatever.
Corky. I
But
feel like he is
ain't-
creative. He get creative with videos and shit like that. But I think if you're a fan of DaBaby and listen to like his songs, where he bring like his projects and stuff, they're more gangster rap type songs.
It is, but I think it's.
Okay.
I think you can. I guess I don't know if we answered the question or not, but as far as being blackballed, I think he rose without a core fan base per se. He had I wouldn't necessarily he had a niche fan base, but
He had
I-
casual fans.
he has a casual fan
Yeah,
base
that's
for the
what I
most
was gonna
part.
say.
So, can you be blackballed? I think if you have a core fan base to Tech Nines to all those independent artists, but they are all those people move units and hit their core demographic, and then they kind of get out the way. They're not on the when they come out. They're not on the plaster of Times Square. They're not on the plaster of when you first open up your music app, Apple Music. They might not be on those playlists, but the people that's looking for them are looking for them.
It's
You see what I'm saying?
it's powers to be in the industry that that control certain things. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be from the streaming platforms,
But to-
getting on playlists,
But
having
to
your
me-
video played on YouTube.
I
So,
get that, but to me, I look at it like if I can search your name, if I look for artists, I don't go to playlists for my music. I'm going straight to the artist. I can type in their name in, and that's how I look. That's how I look for music.
What you about to say, Trey?
So
No, I was just gonna say to what he was saying. An example of that is, I mean, you got DaBaby. Let's talk about two artists that got two different results. They did the same shit pretty much. You got Tory Lanez, who has established himself a hardcore fan base, right? He's an independent artist, right? You know what I'm saying? He did the big shit with Interscope. He went independent, and he's doing this thing right now. He still got the same fan base that he established when he was major. Then you got DaBaby, who was on a major label. They both fucked up. you know what I'm saying, did whatever they did, whether it was shoot a woman or allegedly or say something about, you know, a LBGT community at a festival, whatever. Because Tory got his fan base, how big it is, like you were saying, the difference between fan bases, he's able to still go like 100%. Like the bro last album was fire. You know what I'm saying? Sold well over what
Still
a lot of
good music.
still doing his thing, right?
My thing,
DaBaby
go ahead.
is different. He not making the music that he was making before. He's still doing shit. Like you would think, I'm on fire right now. I'm in the news. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Let me calm down. Let me just get in the studio, hone on my craft, and get back to, you know what I'm saying, that place. But he not doing that. He name dropping people like Megan Thee Stallion, whatever. So that contributes to the lack of album sales, whatever. But the blackballing part, yes, that blackballing does exist in the industry, but you can overcome it, like Tory Lanez did. He not doing it though. baby not overcoming it.
My thing, the question is, could you be blackballed? I feel like in today's music industry and the climate today, I don't feel you could be blackballed.
What?
The reason I feel like you can't be blackballed is just it's so easy to go straight to the consumer nowadays. Like you got a Twitter, you got an Instagram. If you want to put out an album tomorrow, you can put that shit on everybody's phone.
That's not true,
like
bro.
that.
But they
That's
can
not
shadow
true.
ban
Let me
you from
finish.
those.
That's not true.
Shadow ban you from those particular platforms
They can.
as well.
Like you want to promote it, you want to go, you could start a podcast, you can go to the Breakfast Club and do an interview. It's like, to me, I feel like it's really easy. Not easy, but if you ready to put the work in, like you said, blackball exists, but I feel like you can overcome it.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I mean to say.
Right,
Now
okay.
it don't exist, but you can overcome it with ease. With
Right.
DaBaby's case, I feel like DaBaby isn't being blackballed. Like, I'm gonna piggyback off Phil because I had the same point. I've never really met a Baby fan, like somebody that really like I fuck with DaBaby hard. I know a lot of people in the beginning.
It was kind of casual.
Yeah, you listen to it. Oh, that was cool, you know what I mean? But I never met somebody that was so hard on DaBaby. He don't have them type of fans. And being blackballed, I don't know what he would be blackballed for. Y'all saying the concert thing when he said that?
Concert. I think it was just the antics more so than anything else. It's like antics.
But I think most people is going, if we're gonna keep it a bean, I think most people are trying to say the gay community got him blackballed. And I'm feeling like,
I don't think that.
Yeah.
I've heard that the gay community is the one that got him blackballed, and I felt like even and what he said, I don't even feel it was that bad. It just wasn't inclusionary. Like if I went to a concert and somebody yelled out, "Everybody who's sucking dick, raise your hand." Guess what? I'm just ain't gonna raise my hand. I ain't gonna be tripping. Like
Let me be clear.
Why he include me?
Let me be clear. My bad. Let me be clear that all of our opinions are of individual opinions and not anything representative of the podcast as a whole.
But I'm saying, but like in general, like I mean, back in the day, that was something the DJ used to say. If your pussy clean, let me scream.
And he's
like,
saying, if you ain't sucking dick after the Jones, just raise your hands.
You got to realize too that we just in a different time. You know
I
what I'm saying?
understand.
a sensitive time.
Certain things you just it's not gonna fly.
I feel like the
it's
industry
AIDS commercials on
I
every
feel like
time.
I feel like the industry could make it. I feel like being in the industry could make it. Industry could make it harder for you, but to me,
That's the point that I was trying to make earlier before, I was letting Phil finish his point when I was talking about the powers that be. That's what I was trying to get to is that yes, an artist can be blackballed, but you can overcome it. So we all agree on that. But however, it can be hard for you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because Trey brought up Tory Lanez, even though he's overcoming
It's still hard.
It's still hard for that man. You know what I'm saying?
he ain't as big as he was.
It's
before
nowhere
that.
near what the type of traction he had when he first came out. You know what I'm saying?
But that's more so because of independent versus he was on a major. I feel like any artist that make that move gonna have it.
And I think what's hurting DaBaby is the music. The music just ain't hot, man. Like everything
part of
sounded
it,
the same.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, look,
you hear anybody talk about DaBaby, they gonna say, "Man, I'm tired of that shit. All that shit sounds the same."
all that shit
let's
sound
keep
the
it a
same.
buck, man. If your music hot and you keep providing a good product to the people, they gonna rock.
They
with
gonna rock. I seen the same thing almost happen to Ross.
you. Same thing.
Ross Shot almost got blackballed when they came out back in when we was kind of younger. Being a CEO, that would have been a career ender.
Yeah.
But Ross kept hitting him.
That and when he had the line about the slip the
Date rape.
Molly.
Yeah. But he kept hitting him with good music. You
Yeah,
couldn't deny it. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with
your boy.
Deals dropped and everything.
Same thing with your boy.
Who my boy?
Drop Chocolate Factory,
Eminem.
man.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
he dropped Chocolate Factory, man.
Nah, he
It was-
gone. He
I mean, it was. But I'm saying, but
he
think
gone.
about that. That was 15 years ago, and he was good until really 2-3 years ago. R. Kelly didn't get canceled until like 3 years ago.
He's canceled though.
Now he's a dub now.
They had 2-part documentary.
Let's keep it a buck. That docu-series is what got him out the pot.
Yeah, surviving. Yeah, that shit.
Whatever it was, he got canceled.
But before that, he was still providing a product. People seen the tape of him doing what he was doing.
Oh yeah.
Ain't give a fuck. Long as he was dropping Fiestas and
Ignition,
Step in the Name of
all
Love
that
and Ignitions, it was a. Ain't nobody care.
We ain't give a damn
So
about
if your
no
product is good,
Yeah.
like I said to your point,
Yeah,
if
piss
the
all you
product
want.
is
You don't give a
good,
fuck.
nah, we gonna rock with you. You can overcome anything. Black people don't really cancel people.
Nah, social
Shit,
media
it
cancel.
ain't even
They
the
can't.
black
Not
and
real
white
talk.
thing.
Black social media
Yeah.
cancels.
They'll cancel you for a week.
Yeah, niggas.
But who was? I know, but that's a topic for a different day. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean, you think about it. Who was really been canceled outside of
Kels.
Kels?
Bill Cosby.
And is he fully? I mean,
Man, look.
Yeah,
we gonna,
Bill.
That's
we
a-
gonna-
There's a lot of names, bro. It's a lot of names we can go through.
yeah.
For
We're
real,
gonna touch back on that. But if y'all agree or if y'all disagree, you know what I'm saying, drop it in the comments, man. Let us know. Can artists be blackballed? Yes or no? And you know what I'm saying, give us your thoughts. We love to hear from you.
For sure.
So,
All right, let's keep it moving, guys. New pack alert. And what's in your rotation? I get a lot of
you
flack.
started off. You start. What's in your rotation?
What's in my rotation right now? It's
First of all,
so
new
simple.
pack, hold on. First of all, I'm sorry.
First of all, new voice.
let's
New voice alert.
new pack, new pack alert. Let's highlight some of the new music that came out. Right.
All right, so Lil Baby just came out.
Baby album's out. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Only Me.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, we not doing no. This not the review, y'all. We just
I mean,
acknowledging.
but if we've heard it. We give some.
We
feedback
listening.
on
You know,
it.
I'm
Like I said,
listening.
I haven't heard it yet, but Trey said it was fire.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool.
It's decent. It's a
It's
Lil
cool.
Baby album. It's dope.
He got too many songs in there for me, for my personal taste, but it's cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's growing on me. Who else dropped? Freddie Gibbs,
Freddie
So
Gibbs
So
dropped.
Separately. I actually really like that album. I think that's a really well put together album. Freddie never really disappoints on the album to me, but again, you know, Freddie's one of those artists that either you know, and if you don't know, you kind of like, you know. So Freddie dropped.
The album
What else
was
we got?
dope. It wasn't as good as Alfredo, but it was.
No, it wasn't good as Alfredo, but it was Alfredo to me. And again, I know this ain't.
It's-
That shit up there.
What?
That shit, I
That
like
shit
it.
hard, son.
That shit,
Which
I
one?
like it.
So,
yeah,
I think it's up there with Alfredo.
Alfredo
Yeah,
was
that's
more
cool.
concise in my opinion because it was one producer. I like one producer.
Yeah.
Albums.
But I feel like that shit still had that same
For
sound.
certain artists, it worked for.
Yeah.
Better, you know, more than others.
That's true. But that's what's in my rotation right now. That's the biggest thing that's been in mine. See, what's about you?
In my rotation, December. He in my rotation. And I don't know if y'all heard of La Russell. Two dudes from the Bay. The Bay sound different now. It ain't on that E40 shit. I know that's IV, man.
Time up.
But them two,
Boy,
they on like Simba for sure. He on some, yeah. I fuck with
I was gonna say that too. Simba's definitely in my rotation. That Gangsta Grill project he got is hard. So check it out if y'all haven't listened or if y'all not up on him. Simba, he from the Bay.
was
Russell,
actually here.
I'm not too familiar with him. What else in my rotation? I'ma go-
ESTP joint was in mine too.
ESCG, I checked out his project. It's a solid project, man. That joint with Jeezy is hard. Jeezy got a Gangsta Grills coming out.
I'm gonna say this.
Snowfall, right?
Jeezy got the verse of the year with that joint.
Yeah, that joint, that's a hard verse. The realest, right?
I know y'all don't, yeah, the realest. I know
Yeah.
y'all on God did. Jeezy talking that shit on the realest.
Jeezy sounds like vintage
Yeah,
Jeezy on that. On
Jeezy
that
talking
feature.
that shit.
And it's a perfect setup going into his new, Gangsta Grills with drama. So that should be exciting. Off rap, I don't know if y'all listen to anything in different genres or whatever, but on the R&B tip, Dixon, check him out.
Dixon had a good project.
Dixon project is
I listened to that joint.
solid. Like you want some, you want to be on your grown man shit, you want to ride out to some R&B, or you want to just listen to it at your crib. I recommend that project. I can't think of the name of it right now. Forgive me, but the artist is Dixon. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. You know what I'm saying? On as far as in my rotation, you know what I'm saying right now.
It's 004 Daisy.
That's
the
right.
project.
004 days.
Some more of the new packs that just dropped. You know, you got T Grizzly. He dropped Chapters of the Trenches.
For real?
It was a dope concept album because it's all stories. He got videos to every one of them. So
I ain't know nothing about that.
The Jonas
Shout out to
fire.
him, Detroit.
Yeah, for sure. You know, my guy favorite rapper, G Herbo. Survivors Remorse was another new drop. An A and a B side to it. So you know,
Shout out to Herbo.
yeah, G Herbo, cool. You know what I'm saying? You know,
About Chicago.
we also got Kid Cudi. He dropped a dope project on Netflix called Intergalactic.
Galactic, yes.
And if you haven't checked it out by now, please, bro, take your time, go watch that joint. That shit is fire, bro.
Yeah.
The album behind it, you know what I'm saying, it was pretty cool too.
Cudi said he retiring soon.
Huh?
He was humming.
He
on it?
definitely was humming, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. He
Cudi
brought
said he
the hum came back. For
Okay.
sure.
He ain't got too much left in him. He said he gonna probably do 1 or 2 more.
Well, he need to make more movies then. If we done with music, stick with that
Cudi
film
definitely a
line.
legend.
Rome Streets, for my Griselda fans, came out with the album Kiss the Ring. Executive produced by my dude Westside Gunn. So it's a dope joint for those who like that kind of music. Tory Lanez, of course, we just mentioned him. Sorry for What was his new project. That's a dope album.
Yeah.
Quavo and Takeoff, the last two Migos remainers. Remain.
Unc and Few.
Yeah, only built for Infinity Links, man. Dope project, dope production on there.
Did they? I'm sorry, Trey, to cut you off. Did they surprise y'all? Like, did y'all when y'all heard it? Were y'all expecting like Migos, or did y'all even think that they was gonna deliver such a solid product? Because that shit is good. Like,
No, I didn't.
Really good.
I actually like the Migos.
It didn't
so-
surprise me, but
Yeah, it didn't surprise
Yeah,
me.
that
yeah,
shit
it wasn't no expectations. I mean, it's an album Migos related, so you knew what you know. You
Which
kind of
was
knew
like a little
the
black.
sound, yeah. But I mean, it was dope. It definitely
you
was
miss
a dope
Offset in their whole
Nah,
dynamic.
they made me miss that.
project.
I can't even tell the
I
difference.
fucks with Offset, so I'm not gonna say I don't miss him, but I mean,
can tell.
it would have been you definitely could tell.
Yeah.
But I think that man gonna do dope on his own.
Oh, yeah.
When he finally
I
get
think
around to
Offset gonna
making new
deliver.
music and all.
And it-
Cardi gonna be writing for him.
And Offset, I seen
Wow.
Cardi gonna be writing for Offset.
Don't disrespect that man like that.
Oh,
bro.
wow.
Come on, man.
Okay, but I seen a clip where Offset was in the studio with Hit Boy. I seen that the other day, so I'm like, okay.
I mean,
So
He didn't drop this. He did his thing.
got a joint with a money bag yo out. That's
Like I
tough.
said, he did his things before, like without them. Like he had a joint with 21 a while back.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean, he
I
been
think he'll
doing
be
his
fine.
feature. I think really his solo feature probably is the best out of all of them.
Yeah. He's
I don't
got
know.
them, he's got
I like
them,
Quavo, man.
I'm talking about as far as
Offset's got
on
more
different
looks
songs.
though.
Like I said, like he's
Quavo?
The what was the joint he had with Kodak? The
Yeah.
The DZ. That was
yeah.
like a big record.
He had to go with Tiger.
Right. Taste.
Taste.
Yeah,
He's been
yeah.
like Offset been on
Offset
some.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Offset, contrary to popular belief, bro, Offset is probably the most popular
Yeah.
Migos.
If anybody,
As
if
far
it makes
as-
sense for anybody to go solo,
Yeah, I mean, you look what he doing right now. Like,
Why
he
you think he the most popular one? Because I
mean,
think that's
I don't-
Cardi B.
No, bro.
I'll put-
Because a lot of this shit ain't even correct. Like, it don't have nothing to do with Cardi B. It's
put it-
like,
It don't.
He doing the hype. You know what I'm saying? He doing the show on HBO Max called The Hype. You know what I'm saying? He had the biggest solo project out the three. You know what I'm saying? Had the more mainstream success. He rocked with the bigger. He had the bigger features. He had, I mean, minus the Drake joint on Quavo joint, but you know what I'm saying? He had the bigger features. I mean, bro, I don't know. I don't know if it's his networking ability outside of music or whatever. I don't know what it is, but you know what I'm saying, bro, doing this thing, bro.
And
Stop.
keep it a buck. I mean, really, Migos was a great group before when he got locked up.
Right, yeah.
But then
yeah.
when he came home,
You could yeah.
he took it to a whole other level.
that first Culture project.
The first culture is
That
that.
was,
Offset got
was,
nigga locked
Offset
up,
was
didn't
the
he?
guy.
Offset
Yeah,
was
Offset got
locked
locked
up.
up.
I thought it
Yeah.
was Takeoff they got
Oh,
locked
no, it
up.
was
Nah, it
Offset.
was Offset.
No, Migos' first Breakfast Club interview was during
Offset.
Takeoff, doing Quavo, doing Offset's incarceration. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, so when he came home,
Yeah.
they went to the next level. So I mean,
All
I'm
of
not
them
I'm not saying it's because of him, but I think it's also because of him though. They came off.
I think that Migos
drop
sound is Quavo's sound. I think he creates. the
What's
sound.
Migos sound? The syncopated cadence?
Yeah.
That's Takeoff, bro. That's
I would say
Takeoff
that's-
all day.
To me, that Migos sound is
A mix of all of them.
I mean, it is. But if you want to
Not
credit
just
one
the
person,
cadence, but like just
they
they
hooks.
sa-
They hook. They a lot of times Quavo does the hook.
Like, what's
ad-lib.
this, straightening? That sound like Quavo's thing.
Quavo is strong with the hooks.
Okay.
You could tell Quavo's the guy that like, yo, the hooks.
And when-
all of them bring something like a different sauce.
And Offset is bad and bougie.
You know what
See
I'm
the
saying?
difference?
All them bring a different sauce. But from a rap standpoint, Takeoff my favorite. Takeoff be killing shit, bro.
He might-
He hit a
He
miss
might
with
killing
me.
shit.
He hit a miss with me. He dope, but he hit like that album he came out with was just straight
Oh,
trash.
yeah, well, yeah.
Straight trash, bro.
I'm just talking about them as the collective. Like I prefer Migos together, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, artists gonna be artists
I
and
get
do
what
what
you're
they
saying.
do.
I be like, as
But-
far as like, if he had to put a project together himself, I think it may not be any direction.
Who?
Takeoff.
Takeoff,
But if you say, hey, look, the song structure's there, just rap. Takeoff
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
the
yeah.
best
Right.
rapper.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was saying.
as far as coming up with ideas and thoughts and stuff like that,
That's
I think he
Quavo.
leaves. That's where he comes up
Quavo.
short. And so him coming up with an album, it ain't really gonna do too much
I'm
in
not
my opinion
interested.
because of the fact that it would be no direction.
Let me ask y'all this: out of the 3 Migos members, when they go outside of Migos world and get on somebody else's track, who holds their own the best?
To your Offset.
Offset.
I agree.
I feel Quavo.
Offset.
So there you go.
That's arguable.
I think-
Quavo and definitely in Offset for sure.
yeah.
Definitely not Takeoff.
Not Takeoff.
I mean,
Takeoff shines
we
well
set the
with
trends.
Takeoff ever been
we,
like by himself with somebody else?
we set the trends with Jim Jones and
that's
that-
just
yeah.
Takeoff?
Yeah,
That's just Takeoff. Yeah.
Just-
He had a
No, hold
mixtape
on.
with Yachty.
Was it just Takeoff?
I don't.
Let me fact check that, bro.
He had the
Nah,
mixtape
Quavo
with
might be
Yachty.
on that one
Yeah,
too.
what?
The mixtape with Yachty.
He had a whole mixtape with y'all?
Yeah, because all of them did a mixtape with somebody else. So
Right.
Offset did one with 21. Quavo did one with
Yeah, you right.
Travis Scott.
Scott.
And then Takeoff did one with Yachty.
Yachty.
Yeah, that's both of them.
And like I said, it was Cactus Jack joint was I think that
Quavo
was-
Honcho, the Honcho Jack joint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Honcho Jack.
Yeah, that
people was like
that
people said
joint-
that joint was cool, but the Offset 21 is the one I heard.
I remember that joint. That
And
shit
then
was
the future Young Thug album that came out, Slime Season, I believe. The joint, I forgot the name of the joint, bro, but Offset is featured on that joint. His verse was crazy, bro, on that album.
Offset was on
that
Freddie
song.
Gibbs joint too.
Yeah, he was on Freddie Gibbs' album.
So,
He been making his rounds, getting ready for that solo drop. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Migos, man. Hopefully them guys get back together as a unit one day, man, because they definitely one of the best groups
I doubt
in the
it.
game. And I don't know if everybody, you kind of look like Offset a little bit, bro.
Cap. Might be though.
I might be.
Where we might be related to me, bro.
I might be offset.
He might
You
be
look like an offset.
Y'all niggas stupid. I'm bad.
off switch.
Hey, but look, off switch. Hey, look, man. So look, we're talking about Migos. We can talk about, they got a lot of songs that are popular, with the masses, singles on the radio, this and that and the third. So following up with that, I got a question, cause it's just really been fucking with me lately. Riding in the car, radio playing, and it's songs on the radio, motherfuckers requesting it and talking about it and just spinning it left and right. But this shit's trash, bro. So I want to know, is it just me, bro, or like the songs that's popular with the masses? Do y'all like those songs? Like, for instance,
an example?
Let me give you an example. Super Freaky Girl right now by Nicki Minaj.
I knew he was
This
going
shit is trash, bro. I
knew he was going
don't
there.
I don't care about what a Barb got to say. Listen, this shit is trash,
She's
bro.
all right.
Yeah, it's trash,
We
bro.
wasn't the target
But
audience for that.
it's top 10 Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nicki Minaj.
She's going to be top 10
Another
first week
one.
coming out because of the fact that her
all
name.
right, okay,
But-
we
but-
could get off Nicki Minaj.
I don't know.
I'll-
Now let him get off Nicki.
all right, we can talk. Let's talk about the dude Flip De Niro with "Leave Me Alone."
I like.
Popular song, spinning the clubs. It's trash to me, bro.
I mean, I ain't like him, but I mean, I like the song.
That song, yeah.
There's a reason why
Personally.
There's a reason why he didn't pop out, but the song was cool.
I just and then last by Burna Boy. I love Burna Boy,
Nah,
but last
Last is fire.
I don't rock with it, bro.
I fuck with Last
it just didn't. It don't do nothing for me.
I fuck
How
with
they,
Last.
which one is that? How they jump up?
The Tony Braxton joint.
Oh, you don't mess with that joint?
Yeah, that shit.
Bro, it just didn't do nothing for me, bro. It just don't do nothing for me.
I
bro.
thought that'd be your
It's not a
lane,
horrible
too.
song.
I'ma be real with you.
Now,
That's the Afrobeat.
I fuck with Afrobeats, but because I fuck with the
I fuck with
genre,
it as
I
soon
don't
as
fuck
he
with
hit
every
that.
song. The song is cool, but I just don't get
Why everybody like it?
Yeah, it's like
Nah, that's that
I'm gonna be
shit.
real.
I don't know.
You heard it in the right
Give me
environment?
some liquor, some Afro beats.
That's what I'm saying. You
I
heard
turned
it in the
some
right
whole
environment.
different.
Some what?
Give him some liquor, some Afro beats.
Some liquor.
Oh, bro, listen,
Hey, I turned some
Nigga.
whole different.
Couple of grape sodas.
bro, I listen to Afrobeats more than I listen to any other genre of music right now.
Okay.
And I fucks with that album. I fucks with Burna Boy as an artist, and that album hard as hell.
Okay.
But I just
You
don't
don't like the last
I feel like it's other songs on the album, right, that go harder than Last. That could have been his single.
But that shit,
That's what, so I just don't. It's cool, but I don't fuck with it as much as like
Y'all got it. What,
I ain't got a
another
particular
song.
But
song.
what's some of y'all?
I ain't got a particular song, but I know this about the everybody like Lil Baby. I can't get with Lil Babies.
All right, so what song though? Like give me a song that
Baby is an artist.
that's popular
Yeah,
and
as
shit.
an artist.
Okay.
I just can't get with it.
Is it
Like,
the flow? Is it the delivery? Is it
I think
What he
it's
talking
all
about?
of it.
okay?
I think it's all. I just can't get with like when I don't hear
He
what
just-
everybody else hear.
He just not doing his LL Cool J thing. I feel you.
You don't got one
I
leg
totally
going up.
understand, bro. I totally get it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm kind of.
Lil Durk.
I'm on the
I like
fence
that Lil Durk.
with Lil Baby.
Okay.
Not because he's trash or anything like that. It's just I don't see what everybody else sees
That's
as
what
far
I'm-
as
yeah.
him being like the next GOAT. Like a lot of times I see people all older heads, young heads. Nah, I don't like these new niggas, but I fuck with Lil Baby. And I'm like, he alright, he cool, but I don't see him as that nigga. Like I don't see him as like a Kendrick, a Cole,
Well, he
Drake,
he not.
a Wale.
He's never gonna be that.
Nah, he's not gonna be. That's
Yeah.
not his lane.
I don't even
I
speak
mean,
to Lil Durk.
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about even as far as like not necessarily like
Compare people in his space though.
all right.
Right.
Baby's been more consistent than.
All right, cool. I mean, to that point, yeah.
Think so?
I think so. And
Definitely.
when he jumps
Cool, be
on,
somebody else in that particular lane. Nah, fuck that shit. Let's go for it.
Okay,
It's a couple of
Phil,
artists.
go
It's a couple of artists
Go
that
ahead,
I do
Phil.
like a little better. More than
yeah.
him. I'm gonna keep buck. I like Kodak more than him.
That's his
Okay.
space.
I mean, Kodak more than him.
Kodak and no one.
Okay,
People
that's
get.
that's a prime example. Y'all gonna shit.
You said Kodak and who?
This-
Kodak. I was
Hold on,
gonna say
hold on.
Young Boy too. Fuck
Hold on,
it.
before you go, I'm gonna stay on Kodak real quick because I'm glad you brought him up. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. The Super Gremlins joint. I ain't fuck it.
I
Super
like
Game
that
fuck
shit
with Super
neither.
Gremlins.
I ain't fuck.
See, that's
with
fair.
it.
That's
I don't fuck
fair.
with
I ain't fuck with that shit.
I fucked
mean,
with it.
The beat was
I-
hard,
but
and when he
yeah.
did to it, I'm like,
Yeah.
why is the beat? Y'all going crazy over this shit? He ain't really on beat like that. Nah, that beat was hard.
Nah, that nigga was spitting.
Man, shout out
I
ATL
like
Jacob,
Super
man. That shit hard as a bitch.
I like that junk. What's we call it?
It was cool.
I like because everybody was like,
But I like Kodak, but that one is
I
not.
mean, what's-
I don't even
Yeah.
like Kodak.
I just ain't gonna goddamn take no fake perks, man. That's all I'm saying, yo. I knew the perk was fake, but I still took it. Fuck that shit. I ain't take no fake
You
perks.
sure you wouldn't do that, bro?
Not no fake one.
On Petersburg, you know, y'all special down there, bro.
Nah, man, I'm gonna stick to perk 30s on Richmond, baby. You know, 30s, baby.
Obviously, this next song I'm about to mention won't for us, but you know, but I can see why it went because I mean, shout out to her. She's a new artist and she's getting hella accolades right now. Glorilla.
Oh no, I can't
FNL.
believe you saying this.
Hey,
But
look,
I mean, listen, I'm just bringing it up because
That
when
shit
I
ain't
heard
for
it,
me.
He about to wake up.
but that
He
shit
about to
hard
wake
though.
up.
Like, it just ain't for me. Like, I mean, look, that shit be rocking.
let's
yo.
go.
It's
I
the
fuck
most
with
it's
I
the
fuck with
most
the
fire
Glorilla shit
ratchet.
with Cardi.
Now, that shit hard.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
come on.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
like
that shit
that.
hard.
That's
That
hard.
I mean,
Yeah, that
even
shit-
after
that
that,
shit
like
great.
I appreciate the energy you give the women and shit. That's like you said, it's not my demo. I'm not gonna figure sit around ride to that
All
shit.
the songs sound better with hoes around, man.
This is a fact.
Here we go, bro.
With the
God,
hoes and some liquor.
This nigga
Hey,
disrespectful.
you could put on fucking
Bro, this nigga
the Macarena, nigga.
Oh shit!
Some hoes and liquor.
Margarita, some
Nah,
hoes and
Macarena go with some.
Wow.
Hey,
And
you
you got
ever been to a wedding, bro?
Casamigos and some hoes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a great
Again,
time, whatever the fuck on.
the views expressed by C
Hey, y'all
Boogie
niggas.
Once
though.
again.
not a reflection of Politics as Usual podcast.
I ain't even say nothing crazy. Everybody watching this kid is
Every
gonna agree
female.
with me.
Hey, ladies, all of y'all ain't hoes, by the way. All of
Not
y'all.
all everybody ain't hoes, but when I'm
Appreciate
drunk,
the
all
hoes.
y'all
Shout out to
hoes.
hoes though.
If I got Casamigos in
Come
me,
on,
all
bro.
y'all hoes.
Nigga said all y'all hoes if I'm drunk.
If I have Casamigos in me, everybody's.
Shout out to the good girls. Shout out to the hoes, man.
Yeah, shout out to every artist that we named, you know, so y'all all good artists. It's just them songs, I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? The pop-
Herbo though, I don't see the mass. I don't see it. On,
Herbo?
as far as song wise,
Yeah, I don't see that neither.
I don't see that
Nah,
shit.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, Herbo don't have a lot of, you know, I mean, he cool.
Like I tried.
He
to
cool
listen to
for
a
that
couple-
lane. For, you know, the people who like that type of music. You know what I'm saying?
I tried to like I'm gonna listen to some Herbo, see what they
Yeah.
No, I mean that shit was just like
Yeah, the album actually not. He got older albums that's better than this. Like this
Okay.
joint is just okay. It ain't nothing crazy on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Dirk, I don't really do it. Dirk, maybe I'm
Dirk,
not
my
a
nigga,
real cat,
you-
but like Dirk
not
don't
too
really
much
do it
on
for me.
Dirk because not too
What is it about Dirk that don't do it for you though?
He just alright. Like he don't. It's
But I'm
like,
saying, what about like the criteria, like the shit he rap about, his cadence?
I don't really like. I don't
his
really
image, like what is?
I don't really like sing-songy rappers. So when
Oh,
he
okay.
sings, I'm not a fan
So
of that
that's why
part
you
of
don't
it.
fuck with Lil Baby. Same shit.
I don't really mess with. I mean, when he rapping, it's cool, huh?
Kodak sings sometime.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like them songs that he be singing.
Oh, okay.
But I'm talking about like.
okay, I see.
I'm talking about that part of Dirk
Okay, I
when he
got
be
you.
singing.
Okay.
When he rapping, I don't really think it's no. I don't feel it. Maybe it could be the beats. Like I said, he from Midwest Chicago, drill sound. A lot of times that shit is cool, but I like the.
Not too much on Dirk, cuz chill out.
I like East Coast beats.
Nah,
I
I
like down
fucks with
south
Dirk.
beats.
I fucks with Dirk.
Dirk, that nigga, man.
I single handedly. I mean, I'm not gonna talk like I know the nigga personally, but like listening to his old shit back when like Fredo was alive and shit, and then where he at now, like there was definitely some
definitely
growth.
see growth.
Yeah, bro.
I
do
liked it
his
back
thing.
then.
Yeah, I fuck with
I
all them
like
niggas
that
back then, bro.
yeah.
Like I know you'll be thinking sometimes I don't fuck with Keith and them, and I ain't really out there.
Nah, he don't fuck
with
with
certain
Keith. We like
music.
Keith.
But I fucks with all them niggas, bro. All the Glory Boys, ENT,
At
300,
top,
OTF
it's just
niggas,
us,
bro.
nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All them niggas, bro. All that shit was fire, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Lil Reese was a never mind. I ain't even gonna say that.
Until he beat up that girl on tape, he was alright with B. Once that happened, man, he can't beat up them hoes on tape, bro.
Can't be
Yo.
closed up.
That sound like some shit.
I know we already moved on from this, but I just kind of want to bring this back up though, because we were talking about New Pack Alert, and I forgot to mention this artist, Jid.
Oh,
J.I.D. the Forever album, Forever
that shit
Story.
was hard.
Is that really new?
Hard.
Is that really new pack though?
Nah, we
Man, that
ain't
joint
talking
been
about
off.
it,
We
though.
just
It
ain't
been
talking-
off-
Okay, I got you.
It's been
I got you.
it's been in my rotation.
Yeah.
So yeah, that slipped my mind. I'm sorry. Salute
Dance
to
now,
Jid.
dance,
Salute to
dance.
Jid, man.
Dance.
He's definitely
That shit fire.
one of them artists that I feel like is worth keeping an eye on. And he carrying the torch from where like, J. Cole and Kendrick's and all them, he's gonna be following in their footsteps. So if you're not up on him, get familiar.
Yeah, shout out to JID, man. He actually went to Hampton. He went to Hampton University. He didn't graduate, but
A lot of niggas went.
he was here in VA. He went to Hampton.
Earth Gang went to Hampton too.
Yeah.
Oh well, shit. That's probably all them niggas is under the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably where they all met or some shit. Who knows?
Shout out to all the HBCUs, man. But yeah, let us know, man, if it's a song that we forgot, you know what I'm saying, or that we didn't mention that's real popular with the masses, and it's kind of like, in your opinion, like, it's not that great. Let us know. Drop it in the comments, man. We love to hear from y'all. Interact with us. All right, what we got next? Ray, hit that screen for me, brother. Oh, yes.
On you.
So, award shows. So, Hip Hop Awards came on, and there was
Hip Hop Awards.
BET Hip Hop Awards. Yeah, let me set that clear. Actually, before I go into this, did y'all all watch the BET Hip Hop Awards? I will say this was one of the better hip hop award shows in recent years. The ciphers weren't that great. I didn't want that impressed with the ciphers, but the actual production of the show, I feel like was one of the better ones they had in recent years. Would y'all agree or?
I
Yeah.
ain't watched that shit.
You ain't watched this shit? Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure it's on demand if you haven't watched it, so go check it out. But there was some controversy with Kodak. He was in a category for Song of the Year, and he got beat out by Lotto. Big Lotto. You know what I'm saying?
Specific songs, please. What was the song?
The
Big
song
Energy.
was Big Energy, which is
Okay.
a big record.
Right.
Beat out Super Gremlin.
Simple
Beat
Group.
out Super Gremlin. Okay? And that kind of go back to the point that we just left. Like, I'm not a big Energy fan, but I could see why that song beat out Super Gremlin. I mean,
What?
I'm just saying you heard that song. I'm a casual radio person. I don't listen to the radio regularly. But when I do tune in, Big Energy's getting played.
Super Gremlin getting paid.
And I'm not arguing that, but I feel like Big Energy
It was in different places.
is different.
Yeah,
Yeah, Big
it was
Energy is touching places that Gremlin is probably not.
It's
Yeah.
touching
Big
Super
Energy.
Gremlin
That's
touching
the-
places where the BET Hip Hop Awards should be touching.
Big
Okay,
Energy.
and that's a fair argument, and I
Yeah.
think that's what Kodak issue was. He was kind of like, yo, you know what I'm saying? My song obviously is the a high song for this demo for this award show. But just going to award show bias, you know what I'm saying? do we think that that's even a thing? Do we feel like award shows kind of favor certain artists? Do we feel like
Yes,
rigged?
it does.
You know what I'm saying? There's been recent controversy with Nicki Minaj highlighting the Grammys. She started kind of like a back and forth exchange with Lotto. So I don't know why everybody picking on Lotto. Shout out to Lotto, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like the girl, you know what I'm saying? She deserves to be recognized. She had one of the better albums of the year. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the consistent females out here holding it down. So not to just stay on Lotto, but you know.
You can even bring up another issue that happened at the same awards about the producer joint. Producer of the year.
ATL Jacob.
ATL Jacob versus Hitmaker. Hitmaker ended up winning because, you know, and ATL Jacob had a few things to say about that. He felt like his numbers in 2022, just solely speaking on 2022, was just, you know, especially with like two of the biggest hits being Super Gremlin and the Wait the Jump with Thames and Drake and Future. Yeah,
he
like,
pretty much did with bulk of that Future album.
Pretty much. He did a lot of shit. So
that's more of a
he ain't
in that particular joint, that's quality versus quantity argument. So like ATL Jacob has the quality purpose of it. Like he has the big two or three biggest hits of the year.
Okay.
And then you got
but Hitmaker has more.
Right. Every time you got
Hitmaker.
Hitmaker's
every time you hear
everywhere.
the radio, Hitmaker, like
Right.
like it's kind of pick between the two. I'm not.
That was a good. I like that. That was a good.
I don't really know which way you go with that.
But I would have to say, for the sake of, all right, so if we're talking about the BET Hip Hop Awards, I mean, I think one of y'all just brought it up.
See,
What you call it got more hip hop. He had more hip hop success. Like Hitmaker has more tracks out than ATL Jacob. But when you talk about hip hop, ATL Jacob got more than Hitmaker, because Hitmaker do a lot of R&B too.
Yeah, I get you. I think ATL Jacob is the quality. I think Hitmaker's the quantity.
I see
like he's like boom.
But is that grounds to win it though? Like is that, you think that's the reason?
I think both of them have a dog in the fight. I can't necessarily say who should win or not because I think like, hey, if I created the two of the biggest records of the year, because I think that Tim's record is the song of the summer,
right?
And I think that Super Gremlin, in my opinion, was a hip hop song, probably coming out the winter, going into the spring. So if I got two of the biggest hits of the year, give me my goddamn shit. Yeah. But if every time you turn on the radio, you hear my goddamn name, put some respect on my name. I think both of them got it. It's just a matter of which one you pick. So
you know what I used to think? I used to think though, and I could be wrong on this, but I used to think back in the day, you know, you see the award shows televised on TV, they'll go through the category, name who's there, whatever. And if an artist won't there, I feel like that has something to do with them not getting an award too.
I think it does.
But there's been times though too that they announce the artist and they be like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This artist not here, I'm gonna accept on their behalf. So I don't really know if that's true.
I think it's more.
I used to think it was a thing.
I think it's more so. And the song is so big or undeniable, then yeah, a lot of times they give it to him. But I think if it's close, I think a lot of times they, hey, look, man, Trey, you coming to the Hip Hop Awards? We got this award for you. It's close. Yeah. Come on. But like, say he going against Kendrick, or Pharrell or somebody like that. They don't mind giving it to Kendrick or Pharrell if they don't show up. But certain artists, when it's close, I think it's.
I think it's a lot of palm reason going on. That's what I think. I think people paying for awards is a good look for certain people to win and certain people not. It's politics in it, just like anything else. And that's what it comes to at the end of the day.
Right. And I will say, from knowing a little bit, like I know the Grammys have like a board. You know what I'm saying? A board of people that vote in advance and everything like that. So that's kind of, some of this stuff is predetermined. Then you got other award shows like AMAs, the fans vote. I don't know how BT Hip Hop Awards or even the regular BT Awards do their, you know, how they come up with the categories or how they decide who's gonna win what. But you know, all these award shows are set up differently. That's what I'm saying. It's like some of them have a board. Yeah. Some of them they kind of just rely on fan votes only. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So all that plays a factor. I'm not saying that Kodak don't have a right to be upset. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Take it out with the award show. Like don't attack Lotto.
I think he should take in that particular case. He should have learned what Nipsey did and Pusha T did. To me, they came out with two of the best albums of that particular year, but they both lost to the Grammys to Cardi B. Chalk it up as an L. It is what it is. Yeah. You can't really.
Harder next time.
How bad can you be going at?
But that's kind of it's deservedly so. Like Cardi might have had that bigger year that year. This one, I think Kodak got a great point. Like that Super Gremlin joint was everywhere on the radio. If you went to the club, that's gonna get the party started.
Kodak be having going back to like we were talking about with DaBaby antics. Kodak be in the news for some shit though sometime, and I'm like, you gotta think that might be.
But this ain't the Grammys.
I don't think that should have anything to do with
Like it's had the Grammys, maybe the VMAs, cool.
That shouldn't do anything.
But
with
the BET Awards, like this is
I
us.
think it shouldn't
popularity
affect
plays a part though. That's what I'm saying.
I think
that popular.
I think it's really
More popular than Lotto.
I feel
hell yeah. But it's more so
I
on.
don't think it's that far off.
I think Lotto is hell yeah. Like
well, that's arguable. But I think the thing here is just the song popularity, not the artist popularity.
Yeah.
I think Big Energy probably did a slight. It probably was slightly more than Super Gremlin because
it was pop song.
It is a pop song.
And then you get a remix with Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying? Did the Big Energy remix with Mariah Carey? So it's just a lot of.
They put a lot of money behind it.
Yeah, right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? But still, and no, we talking hip hop awards.
Right, facts. So hip hop that's what I was saying earlier from a hip hop perspective.
That's Super Gremlin should be under.
That's
Only joint to me that can rival Super Gremlin is the FNF.
FNF.
Them two should have been the two fighting.
Talking about for song of the year?
Song of the year, hip hop.
Hip hop song of the year.
No, that Tim's joint with Drake and Future was good.
I would take that.
I think like the FNF just had like it's just new energy.
Yeah,
so new energy.
But them three, I don't even think. No pun intended. Big energy shouldn't be in the runnings for real.
So that brings me to, and before we move on from this topic, the most recent thing was Nicki Minaj hopped on her live, and she had some comments about, she was talking about the Grammy Awards and how they had her new song, the song that Trey hates, Super Freaky Girl.
Trash.
And Big Lotto's Big Energy were both nominated for Best Hip Hop Song or something like that. What happened was they took her song, Nicki Minaj's song, out of that category and put it in the pop category, but they left Lotto's in the hip hop. She had an issue with that, so she took to her Instagram Live, was speaking on that, but then it ended up turning into a whole back and
is it a reason why they took it out the rap and put it in the pop? Like, do we know the reason why they did that?
I can't remember verbatim what she said, but I think it's more so from just the sonics of it and maybe the performance. You know, these award shows, they do their best to try to separate.
This is the
you know
Grammys
what I'm saying? It's the Grammys, yeah. Because I guess they figuring out who they're gonna nominate for next year and everything like that.
And her argument was that Anaconda has the same sound sonically that this one do.
And
Anaconda was hip hop, and they kept it in hip hop.
Got the same producer and everything like that. So I'm not mad at it being nominated in the pop, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not mad at it being nominated in hip hop either because they're technically hip hop artists. It's just a popular song.
I don't even care what they
I don't care what category
I'm
that's
saying. They're hip hop. Niggas is a hip hop artist. You don't. I guess my point is when you think of a pop category and you think like people like Ed Sheeran, you think of people like Adele. You're not thinking to put Nicki Minaj in a category with those people. She's a hip hop artist.
But you know what though?
But you know what though?
And low key, I'm glad she is being moved to that artist to that category because she's so fucking she boastful as fuck, right? She always talking about her numbers, the records that she
That's
breaking,
the reason why she
this and this and that. When she's in the category with the likes of Cardi B's and all the the hip hop people, right? All right, so now it's time that you've beat the boss, right? You on Mortal Kombat, you moving yourself up the tower. You finally got all that shit out the way. Now you in the category with the top 40 kings. You know what I'm saying? The Ed Sheerans, the Adeles, all the names y'all name. Beat them out.
She ain't gonna beat them out.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the reason why she want to be hip hop.
She ain't gonna beat them out. And we know that. We know she's not gonna beat them.
No, it's not. I'm not gonna say she's not, but I'm saying like,
not beating
I'm saying
category with no Adele and Ed Sheeran.
First of all, they ain't came out with nothing this year, so we talking about but as far as with the
I think Adele did. I think
did?
Adele dropped
it.
Did.
Yeah.
But as far as like
she ain't beating Billie Eilish.
She wants to. She's big on numbers and awards.
She beat Miley Cyrus before.
So like she's looking at it like from that perspective.
Molly.
Said Molly was good.
Molly had a dope album though. Look, that Bangers album was. She
had a body.
No, dope album. What the fuck was you? Put your headphones on real quick. What you talking about?
Molly was out here twerking for a minute. Don't let's not forget.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, them turkey cutlets moving, man.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, them turkey.
Them
Shout-
bitches are like honey buns that been stepped on, bro. Bitches flat.
Like mommy's home cooking, flat like pancakes.
I forgot all about Disney. What you know?
What?
Chill out.
Forgot about this.
Y'all niggas just doing
Ain't no
well.
watch out.
Yo, let's
funny.
move on to what you know, man.
What you know? Y'all might get this. This might be easy. What is the most viewed hip hop video of all time?
Oh man,
The most viewed hip hop video?
Of all
Is that
all time.
let me guess. Nelly?
Nah.
Okay.
You
I
think
thought-
Tim Drew?
Yeah. Hell yeah. BET Uncut, boy. That was the days. Hip hop video. I don't even know.
There you go.
I know I'm be wrong. Drake Hotline Bling.
Nah. Not even close.
News at the bill.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just because we was talking about it, I mean, I'm gonna just say Nicki Minaj.
No.
Man, it better not be.
I don't know.
Oh, y'all stumped?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, what's up?
That could be anything.
See You Again by Wiz Khalifa.
Makes sense.
Really?
The most viewed hip hop
Makes sense.
video.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Damn.
That's
Wiz
the
Khalifa track See
Okay.
You Again is
But-
the most viewed hip hop video of all time with nearly 5.5 billion views at this time.
It was
Not only is it the most viewed hip hop video, it is the 5th most viewed video on the whole YouTube.
God damn. Shout
Wow.
out to Wiz Khalifa.
That's
That's
what's
what
up.
I do is. And Wale turned that song down.
Oh, that was his record first.
That what they gave to Wale first. He turned it down. But it was song was everywhere that year.
But question, was it gonna be for that? Was it gonna be for the same movie and shit?
Yeah.
Wale
Hey, I don't know,
was
but
gonna be on the
I don't know if
Fast
I don't know if the movie was gonna be there, but it was a song. They attached the song to the movie after Paul Walker died.
Right.
Okay.
I think that helped with the views.
Yeah, that's-
It-
That
It
definitely.
definitely
I
helped.
can't even hear Wale.
That's
on
the
this.
reason
But
why.
still,
It might be one reason why he
it's
turned it
a
down.
nice song.
Yeah.
It's a I'm not. Shout out to Wiz. Like
Yeah.
he was smart to jump on that and do what he did because it was a no brainer. Wale, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking about, but
No, I think he.
Maybe it
I
wasn't
think he
for him.
did
I
good.
don't know.
Yeah, he did good by passing on it.
yeah, everything ain't for him.
Yeah.
For everybody. But that was a good one. I would have never guessed that.
Next segment. I don't F with you. Y'all talk about the way I talk. Nah, I mean, so we got a couple of categories here. Speaking of, we talked about female rappers. So one of them has to go. We're going with Big Lotto. We're going with Doja Cat. We're going with Megan. And we're going with Glorilla. Which one has to go?
Doja Cat, Lotto,
Megan.
Megan
Megan
Stallion,
Stallion.
and Glorilla.
Glorilla.
I'm gonna go Glorilla just because she's the newest. I fucks with Doja Cat. I love Megan. And what was the other one?
Lotto.
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 Yeah, I ain't getting rid of yeah. So I'm gonna have to say Glorilla just because she's the newest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I second that. I'm gonna go with Glorilla just because she's the least proven, but she's definitely on a hell of a run. And to me, I add in Doja Cat. I don't really look at her as a rapper, but if Glorilla won in that category, it would have been Doja Cat leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, get Glory out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna say goodbye to Doja Cat for me.
Okay.
Doja.
I ain't mad. at
Why
that
you?
either.
Why you? What's? You don't Doja Cat don't move you at all?
I like the other three better.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Nothing against Doja
Is it
Cat.
because
She
she
cool.
shaved her eyebrows or cut her head? They don't have nothing to do with it.
Cause Nas just her.
She on some
Okay.
nut. She on some nut shit.
Nas just her.
She on that nut shit. Dog.
All right. Next one. This one is for the producers.
Okay.
We got
Make it good.
DJ Mustard. We got ATL Jacob. We got Take Key. And we got Metro Boomin.
Mustard can go. Too easy.
That's
Too
tough.
easy, bro. Mustard can definitely go, bro.
Mustard. Any particular reason why?
I mean, the sound, it's like the sound that Mustard has is not my favorite.
Okay.
Like I respect it, you know what I'm saying, but I just don't. That whole West, it's like a West Coast. I don't even know what to title it, but you know what I'm saying. That whole thing, like, it's cool for a little bit, but it's too much of it. You know what I'm saying. I can get what Metro Boomin is one of the probably he probably the best. He probably the biggest producer out right now.
Okay.
The new generation.
Yeah.
ATL Jacob right behind him, and
Take Heat.
and Take Keith, he right behind him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Mustard for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of stumped me on this one. I know for a fact I'm gonna say Mustard's gonna stay only because out of those four, I think his style is more distinct from the other three. I think the other three are more grouped together. They all got their own different thing that they do, but it's still more trap based with those three. So I will say, Tay Keith can go.
Okay.
ATL Jacob.
Okay. Cool.
Who was up at?
Oh man, out of all these guys, man, right now I'm going ATL Jacob only because of the fact that
he had to think about that.
I'm real talk. Mustard is prime.
Down, man. Sorry.
Like I said, I know you didn't like his sound, but Mustard had people dance. I like he got. I don't know what it was about his beats. But
It's his style.
He had a groove to it.
Right.
Take Heat and Metro. When you hit them, I don't know, for some reason we hit them tags. I don't know if the tag got anything to do with it, but that shit just instantly a groove.
For me, Mustard wasn't going nowhere because I was outside when Mustard was doing his thing.
And he still got some joints here and there. You know what I'm saying?
It was that shit with Yo Gotti.
Act Right.
Act Right.
Yeah. Mustard got them
couple
guaranteed joints that's gonna get you, like you said, gonna get you out there moving. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He the one that couldn't go nowhere for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
And I got one more for the singing niggas.
For those city niggas.
For the singing niggas.
Oh,
okay.
Niggas that be singing and shit.
Niggas that be singing.
What is
I got Rod Wade,
Okay.
Oh, this is about to be easy.
Young Blue,
Okay.
Too easy.
Roddy Rich, and Tory Lanez. Which one has
I
to
get
go?
rid of all
Bro,
of them.
Rod
Except for
Wave.
Tory Lane.
Rod Wave, bro.
Rod Wave got to
Rod Wave depressing as hell, bro.
He is.
Yeah, he does.
I can't listen to too much of that shit, bro.
Okay.
Everybody else though, Tory Lanez.
Tory the only good one. Like,
Yeah.
I get rid of all of them for real.
Repeat that one more time just for sure.
I said Rod Wave, Young Blue,
Okay.
Roddy Rich,
Uh-huh.
and Tory Lanez.
Yeah. I think it's unanimous Rod Wave.
Rod Wave.
I respecting what he do. He's just not my cup of tea. Actually, if I'm gonna listen to something on that lane, I prefer Moray over Rod Wave.
Okay.
You could have threw him in there, but maybe because he too new. I don't know, but yeah, the rest of them. Yeah,
Shit,
the rest
so
of them
is Blue. So is on Blue.
But
Yeah, Rod Wave.
I think it's
Rod
Rod
Wave
Wave.
gotta
Just
go?
the content. It's just
Okay.
the content with Rod Wave. That's it.
Yeah, I'm kicking.
He's
him.
talented.
I'm kicking him out too.
It's between him and Roddy Rich for me.
I'm
Son.
gonna give you the buck. Was Young
Roddy
Blue.
Rich been missing like
Young
lately.
Blue right there, but
I like Young Blue.
Roddy Rich gave me the box.
He get
Yeah.
what?
Man, come on, bro. Come on. Look. Yo.
He gave you the box.
Hold on.
Hey, what Orlando Brown say? Bow Wow had the best.
Oh shit.
Oh, whoa. Yo, that was too flagrant, cuz. Yo.
Ray, edit this out. No. Does that conclude your segment, sir?
Nah, Ray, keep it in, Ray.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Keep it in, Ray.
Please.
You
Oh,
was
my.
back to back. You was out of order, man.
Keep it
You
in,
were out
Ray.
of order.
Next.
Yo, we
Yo.
wrap this shit up.
So yeah, let's wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in to the show. If you enjoyed this episode, you want to support our podcast, check us out, man. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Go to our YouTube channel, Politickz as usual. That's Politickz with a Z, not a S. Stream our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Find us on social media, Politickz as usual _podcast. That's Politickz with a Z, not a S. You can find me on Instagram, Life and Times of _IV with 2 E's.
Oh. I'm still tripping off it.
Yo,
What's your
Rod Wave gave me the box. Oh, Roddy Rich gave me the box.
Bro, stop repeating that shit.
hey, my name
what's-
is Philly Phil 804.
Hey, you can follow me. All right, cool. You can follow me and Trademark on IG when I come back, because I ain't on that right.
The Real C Boogie on Instagram. Check it out.
Bad. Remember, some make a fuss about nothing. For us, it's always about hip hop. It's Politickz as usual. We out.
Politickz as usual.